So my career has constantly evolved. I've worked in the front line as a food service worker. I moved into supervision and management director roles, acted as a clinical dietitian, done independent consulting, and now my area of focus is education and curriculum and program development. My journey in the field did not follow the path that I'd expected or planned. My goal was to solely in a food service admin role. However, life happened, and with it came some twists and turns. Some of the changes that I made in career were by choice; others were out of necessity. I always had an interest in both nutrition, food, and management. As I studied and worked in the industry, my interest and desire to continue in the field increased. What motivates me to remain in the field is that it is a busy profession. You are learning all the time. I don't think there is a typical day. The clients and the people that I work with also motivate me. I thrive on helping and leading, and this profession definitely provides an opportunity for both. I think to be aware that you're going to have to balance all of the demands that work, home, etc. brings, and that can be very challenging. This is a skill that has taken me a long time to learn. In fact, I still find it challenging at times to do. For me, being organized is huge. It makes me feel less stressed and in turn makes me more productive. To organize myself, I schedule everything, and that includes me time. I think we are so busy taking care of others in our industry, and at home we forget about ourselves. I can't stress how important it is to take your lunch break. You need it. I spent too many years not doing this. I am doing this now, and I see how important it is to let one decompress and recharge. I'm one to encourage taking on new tasks and learning opportunities, etc. But I also think it's important to know your limits and to realize it is okay to say no sometimes. You don't have to do everything. My other piece of advice would be don't be afraid to ask or for help or advice, whether it's with work or personal issues. We've all been there. Use the resources that are available to you to support you and in your success in the role. Delegation will really help manage your workload, but it also gives others the opportunity to build on their skills. This is one of the hardest things I had to learn, but it is so worth it. I think as managers, we feel we need to be superheroes and do everything on our own. So to me, people skills or interpersonal skills are one of the more critical skills that you need to have or build as a manager and a leader. I highly recommend being out amongst your staff and clients as much as possible. I'm always amazed with how much I learn and I see when I'm doing this. Personally, I've always found that building rapport by getting to know the employees that you lead is mutually beneficial. It makes your employees feel recognized and appreciated. Anytime I've asked an employee about how one of their loved ones are, or if they saw such and such a show last night, or the recent hockey game, they light up because you actually remembered something that is important to them. You recognize them as a person. So when you treat the employees as people, you also get to know your employees' skills and knowledge, and they may have the solution to something that you're trying to figure out. Flexibility is also important. No 2 days are ever the same, and you have to be able to change course at the drop of a hat in order to manage the competing demands and priorities that the profession brings. So as an educator, I'm not usually out in the front lines of the industry. I rely a lot on maintaining connections and communication with professionals who are performing the role of a food service and nutrition manager. This helps to keep me aware of current industry issues and trends. I also rely on things like the professional magazines, journals, conferences, webinars, etc. Um, I think the need to be aware of and incorporating EDI, equity, diversity, and inclusion in the workplace is very important, especially in this day and age. I think there's still a long way to go with that, not only with clients, but also with staff as well. We're definitely seeing a change in clientele. The baby boomers are aging, and as they become our clients, say in long-term care, for instance, they come with different expectations and tend to be more quote unquote vocal. They're not afraid to let us know what they want. there's a big drive to know more about where their food is coming from and wanting more local foods, more sustainable foods.